Hello friends, let's derive the molecular formula for the given compound. The compound contains carbon 54.54%, hydrogen 9.09% and oxygen 36.36%. In the question, the vapor density of the compound is given, that is 44, and we need to derive the empirical formula as well as the molecular formula of the compound. And one more information also given, that is the relative atomic mass is given. For carbon it is 12, hydrogen 1, oxygen 16. And the formulae, three formulae also given. First one is to find the molecular mass, that is 2 times vapor density. Then to calculate the value of n, we need to divide the molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. Then finally to find the molecular formula, empirical formula times n. So if we multiply the value of n with the empirical formula, we will get the molecular formula. So first we need to derive the empirical formula of the compound for the given the percentage mass. That we can do it at the next page. Once again the same question is given. As from the question, the percentage mass we have noted here, that is carbon. The percentage mass here we have converted into the mass. The percentage mass is converted into the mass of the substance. That is, in the question the percentage mass of carbon was given 54.54%. Now we have converted into 54.54 gram. So we are converting the percentage mass into gram. So carbon, the mass is 54.54 gram. Hydrogen, it is 9.09 gram. Oxygen, it is 36.36 gram. The next step, what we need to do, the moles of atoms we need to calculate, the number of moles of atoms. So to calculate the number of moles of atoms, we need to divide the given mass by the molar mass. That is, the molar mass of carbon is 12. So 54.54 is divided by 12. For hydrogen, the molar mass, as we are calculating the moles of atoms, here the molar mass refers to the relative atomic mass. The molar mass refers to the relative atomic mass. Therefore, hydrogen is divided by 9.09 divided by 1. 9.09 is divided by 1. Oxygen is divided by 16. 36.36 is divided by 16. So when we divide this 54.54, the value we will get 4.54. 4.54. 9.09, the same value only we will get, 9.09. 36.36, if we divide by 16, we will get the answer 2.27. 2.27. Now we have got the number of moles of atoms. So this value we need to find the least value. Which is the least value we need to check. This is 4.54, this 4.59, this is 2.27. So 2.27 is the least value. Using the least value, we need to divide all the substances. So accordingly, 4.54 divided by 2.27, 9.09 divided by 2.27, and 2.27 divided by 2.27. So as a result, now when we divide 4.54 divided by 2.27, here we will get the result 2 times. Here we will get 1, and here we will get here we will get 9.09 divided by 2.27, 4, and 2.27 divided by 2.27, that is 1. So now we have got the ratio of atoms, that is carbon. The ratio of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen is 2:4:1. That is, the empirical formula is C2H4O. This is the empirical formula. Empirical formula, now we have calculated. Empirical formula is nothing but the ratio of atoms present in the compound. So C2H4O, that is the empirical formula. From the empirical formula, now we need to derive the molecular formula. That we can do it at the next page. So empirical formula, what we have got, that is C2H4O. I am writing once again C2H4O. That is the empirical formula. The next, what we need to calculate, empirical formula mass we need to calculate. Empirical formula mass. So empirical formula mass, carbon, 2 times carbon, that is 2 times carbon, its relative atomic mass is 12. 2 times 12 plus hydrogen, 4 atoms are there, so 4 times 1. Hydrogen relative atomic mass is 1 plus oxygen only 1 time, its relative atomic mass is 16. So if we simplify, the result will be, what will be that? The result is 44. So the empirical formula mass we have got 44. Now the next we need to calculate the value of N. N value is calculated by dividing the molecular mass by empirical formula mass. N is equal to molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. The molecular mass might be given in the question. What is given in the question? The molecular mass is given indirectly. That is, the molecular formula, the vapor density of the compound is given in the question. The vapor density of the compound is 44. Now, as per this formula, what is that? Molecular mass is equal to 2 times vapor density. Molecular mass is 2 times vapor density. So that we are going to apply here. Molecular mass is 2 times vapor density. Vapor density was given in the question 44. So now 2 times 44 divided by the empirical formula mass. The empirical formula mass, what we have got, 44. So 2 times 44 divided by 44. So as a result, if we simplify, the result will be true, because this 44 will be cancelled. So the result is 2 times. Now we have got the value of n. The next we are going to calculate the molecular formula, that is equal to empirical formula times n. So if we multiply the value of n with the empirical formula, we will get the molecular formula. That we are going to do now. That is equal to empirical formula. What we have got? C2H4O. So that we are writing once again C2H4O. This has to be multiplied by the value of n. What's the value of n? We have got 2. So that value we are applying here, the value of n, that is 2 times. So as a result, if we multiply with this 2 with the formula, the result will be 2 times 2, 4. So carbon 4 times, hydrogen 8 times, oxygen 2 times. This is the answer. The molecular formula of the given compound is C4H8O2. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, comment and share.